Hey everyone, Luke here from PhoneFlippingAcademy.com. In today's video, we're going to be talking about eBay SEO and how to boost your visibility on eBay and rank number one. Let's go. Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to address an issue which has been increasingly occupying eBay sellers' attention over the past year in 2018 and 2019. eBay SEO. So in other words, how to increase your eBay listings visibility and gain more traffic by applying search engine optimization techniques on eBay. After watching this video, you'll have a lot more knowledge on these four things. Number one, we're going to talk about how to apply eBay SEO tactics to improve your rankings on eBay and actually get your listing to the top. Number two, how eBay search engine works. 3, how to get more traffic to your eBay listings. And 4, how to analyze your eBay listings performance. So you're probably wondering out there, if you haven't heard it already, but you probably have, why do so many eBay sellers suddenly care about eBay SEO? I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that a lot more people are talking about this. So not too long ago, a lot of eBay sellers, and still currently, are expressing more and more frustration towards eBay over what a lot of sellers see as a lack of support to small businesses who are trying to make a living from selling on eBay. However, it's not just the veteran sellers. eBay keeps raising the bar for new sellers to the point they were limited to just 5 items a month and had to contact eBay anytime they needed these limits increased, sometimes waiting for quite a while for eBay to increase them, during which time they lost the momentum. When we as sellers started to see a decrease in sales, we began looking for the main reasons behind it. So of course, there are always the usual suspects when it comes to decline in sales. One might be the space became more crowded, so there are more sellers sharing the revenue pie. eBay's huge. There's a lot of people on it. 2, price wars that shrink the profit margin or decline in sales if you're not willing to reduce your price. There's a lot of people out there undercutting people. That's another big one. 3, eBay is losing market share to Amazon, Alibaba, Etsy, and the likes. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but it's true. There is a big market out there from eBay going to Amazon and Alibaba, etc. But all of the above reasons are actually external issues. You don't have any control over them. And what I always say is, if you don't have control over the situation, don't worry about it. You can't change it. What about the internal issues, though, that are totally up to you and me? So you're probably wondering, what are the internal issues? And we're going to talk about them. So for a long time, basically most eBayers didn't pay any attention to eBay SEO tactics. We were sure that SEO was relevant only for websites that wanted to appear higher in Google search results, and it had nothing to do with eBay listing rankings. After all, we pay eBay fees because eBay is a well-known trusted marketplace that drives tons of traffic and brings potential buyers to our listings. Well, it turns out that there are actually a lot of similarities between SEO for websites and eBay SEO, and that's because eBay also has a search engine. It's called Casina. That ranks eBay listings by lots of parameters we have control over. That's when we realized that if we learned what parameters affected our listings rankings, we could optimize them and actually flood our listings with visitors. So, number one eBay SEO tip that I'm going to share in this video is optimize titles with relevant keywords. So the main idea behind titles is to write them for humans, not search engines. So when you think in your head, if you're searching for like an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 7 Plus, are you going to want to type out the model number first and then search iPhone 7 Plus? No, if somebody, an average human, is going to type that, they're probably going to search iPhone 7 Plus, rose gold, 128 gigabyte. That's how they're going to type it. Think logical when you are putting your titles in. This is a number one tip for actually optimizing your listing, is just optimizing your titles with relevant, logical, human type keywords. Don't overcomplicate it. So titles with relevant information that convey what you're selling will be clicked on more, which will lead to more visits to your eBay listings or your eBay store. Now, you can more likely sell it if the title accurately describes your listing also. We already covered the importance of effective eBay listing titles, but how does it help with your eBay SEO? So basically, you need to get somebody to click on your listing to obviously get a conversion. The conversion rate is the number of sales divided by the number of visitors to your listing. So if you don't have a good title and there's another listing sitting right next to yours on eBay, whether you're scrolling through mobile or on your desktop, they're going to click somebody else's and you're not going to get that conversion rate or that sale. So let's say you have one sale from 100 visits. That's a 1% conversion rate, or 1 out of 100. If 2 people buy, your conversion rate is now 2%, which means that more people find your listing relevant to what they were looking for. So the conclusion basically is the higher your conversion rate, the better indication it is for eBay's search engine that you are actually a good seller. And believe it or not, you will be rewarded by ranking higher in eBay's search results if you have a higher conversion rate. So basically, this is huge, and I know it's not very talked about, but this can actually make or break you, especially if you're trying to get that top-rated plus status and trying to move items quickly. So a while ago, I actually remember reading some articles suggesting sellers to stuff titles with non-related popular keywords just because they are popular. That's complete BS. Not only will it not get you more visits, it will actually lower your position in search results. So never do that. Don't just spam keywords because you think they're popular words people are going to search for. That's actually going to rank you lower. So you got to keep that in mind. Don't just put BS in your listing because somebody told you to, something out there on the internet. Take advice from people who have a proven track record. So the second tip we're going to talk about in eBay SEO today is fill in the eBay item specifics. I know this is a really tedious task. That's why I just nodded my head down. It's not very fun, but it's something that is actually really important. Item specifics are the filters shoppers use on the left side menu. And I'm actually going to throw a picture up there right now so you can kind of see what we're talking about. eBay item specifics relevant to eBay SEO are very important. So you're probably wondering, why are they important? So shoppers don't have time to go over thousands of listings. In the example above that I'm going to actually show you, I got around 50,000 results before filtering. That's way too many for any human to go through. So they are looking to narrow the search as much as possible, and I'm sure you can do that too if you actually use the item specifics. If you don't fill in the item specifics, then you will disappear from search results after the shopper filters them. That's why this is so important, because many people use the filters on the left side in eBay. So you're probably wondering, if you're newer to eBay, how to add item specifics. When creating your listing, you will find a section where you can add item specific, and I'm going to show you up on the screen an example of that. So basically, item specifics in eBay listing edit mode, you just got to make sure that you do this. Don't skip over it. Sometimes it's harder to do it in the mobile app or mobile version of this. It's easier to do from a desktop. But once you've done and published the listing, you can find the item specifics just above the description, as in this example. Going to show you another thing on the screen here for you to check out. So item specifics inside eBay item description. This is huge. Just make sure you guys are filling out the item description specifics. It's very big. Like I said, if people choose to filter, then you will get thrown out of their search results if you do not fill out the item specifics, especially if somebody filters it out on eBay. Me, myself, when I'm looking for something on eBay to actually buy something, I always use the item specifics on the left side. And I don't think many people out there know that if you aren't filling out these item specifics, you're actually throwing your listing out of the search results. So the third tip that we're going to give away today is eBay SEO, opportunities to use valuable keywords and actually get traffic. So eBay SEO is a lot about using relevant keywords throughout your content, which will get you found more. And once you get traffic, turn the customers into a higher conversion rate. There are numerous opportunities in eBay to insert keywords that will help you rank higher. So let's go over them. Number one, eBay profile page, the new About Me page. The eBay profile page replaced the old About Me page. It is an enhanced opportunity to provide more information about your business and convey trust in your buyers. If you can't get your buyers to trust you, they're probably not going to buy from you because there's hundreds of other eBayers out there. So if your page looks sketchy, why are they going to buy from you? The more people who know about you, the more likely they are to trust you as a seller. It's also a great opportunity to showcase some of your best sellers and link to them. Here's a good example I'm going to actually show you down below on the screen here. So this is just an example About Me eBay page example. You'll see I've got it highlighted here. And this example that I'm showing is from a very large eBay seller. You can see they've got tons of feedback up there, but I'm going to try and blow that up for you in this video so you guys can see that. So here are some of the best practices to build a compelling, engaging, and informative eBay profile. So 1, upload compelling, high-quality profile and cover images. That's very important. 2, give members more reasons to follow you. Write an informative blurb that highlights your expertise and your business. Tell people exactly what you're doing. If you have a niche, tell them that you specialize in smartphones and electronics if you're a phone flipper. If you're somebody out there who's selling, used goods or used household items, let them know that you specialize in household discount goods at wholesale prices. 3, publish reviews and guides that illustrate your expertise. That's also another one that you can do. It's a little more time consuming, but it's very important. 4, create great collections as they will be showcased on your profile. 5, follow other eBay members, collections, and interests so users can see what interests you have in common. So if you're into buying and reselling smartphones and electronics, if you're a phone flipper and you're watching this, which most of you probably are, follow other people out there that have smartphones for sale. Sometimes that will actually attract buyers and new customers to your page, believe it or not. So another thing under this tip is listing descriptions. So of course, our listing descriptions are the main opportunity to convince visitors to make a purchase according to eBay. Include at least 200 words of visible copy in your listing description. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really important. With the most important keyword phrases mentioned at the beginning and end. Remember to employ other content best practices, such as the frequent use of keywords where relevant and formatting, like bolding, using font size on important titles and keywords, etc. Make sure everything's neat and flows good. So number 3, your eBay store name and URL. Super important. If you use an eBay store, you can take advantage of more opportunities to insert relevant keywords in your store name. The keyword should be descriptive and accurately reflect what you are selling and which keywords that you want to be found. Let's say you're selling Lenovo laptops. Here's an example of right and wrong store names. Correct, Lenovo laptop store. Incorrect, Mike's awesome dealership. You don't want to try and personalize it. Use your store name for what you're selling. So, moreover, the store name you choose determines your store's URL. So it's even more important to choose a descriptive name. This will also help web search engines actually find your store when buyers look for the products you offer. So that's right. If you have a good eBay store URL name, sometimes if somebody's searching for a smartphone, even on Google, it might pull up your eBay listing or your eBay store. So number 4, images. This is one of the most technical elements that most sellers tend to ignore. Your images should always have a descriptive name and alt text. Alt text is a word or phrase that can be inserted as an attribute in an image to tell viewers the nature or contents of an image. So why is an alt text in images important? You're probably wondering, or maybe you've never heard of this. Search engines actually read alt text and decide whether it is relevant to the search phrase that was entered. I know, really complicated, but seriously, it's true and it's really important. If it's relevant, then it will appear in search results. If it's empty, then the search engine discards it. If you leave it empty, you lose a valuable opportunity to get found by search engines. So basically, if the more technical faults, an alt text code can be added to an image via the HTML code. Here's the structure of an image inside the HTML code. I'll show this up for you guys on the screen. The alt text is the content written inside the alt brackets. So basically, parentheses, brand new Lenovo laptop ThinkPad model with 13-inch screen, 16 RAM memory, and then you have your parentheses again. If your listing description includes images, then you can go to the HTML code of the description, find the images, and change the alt text by inserting the text you like in the alt area. The 4th and final tip that I'm going to give you guys in eBay SEO, number 4, compliance to eBay's top performance standards. This is huge. It's really important. So eBay provides benefits for excellent sellers for a long time. They have had a badge for power sellers, and they introduced a higher level called top rated seller. I currently am a top rated seller. They introduced this a few years ago. Then eBay introduced the top rated plus seller, which has an even higher level of requirements, which I also now have since it came out. So here's how eBay defines top-rated sellers. Top-rated sellers are recognized and rewarded as sellers who consistently deliver outstanding customer service. To be a top-rated seller, you must meet certain sales and tracking requirements as well as performance standards. Basically, eBay wants sellers to provide an outstanding customer experience, mainly because eBay wants to know that they are promoting sellers who basically make eBay look as good as possible. They want to be known to have a trusted marketplace, and they want to attract more buyers. They want to beat the competition. They don't want people going to Amazon because somebody got scammed on eBay. They want more top-rated sellers, and they want you to provide awesome customer service. So from eBay's guide to becoming a top-rated seller, we know that eBay's search engine, Kasani, takes into account indicators for top performance. To improve your eBay SEO, you should drive and strive to excel in these areas. So here's just some kind of quick tips on that. So 1, you should offer free shipping. 2, provide an excellent return policy. 3, fast response time to questions. A lot of people overlook this. They think you can just let your messages go. Don't do that. Don't let your potential customers wait for hours. They will simply buy from another seller. Happens all the time. 4, offer discounts. 5, list competitive prices in relation to the other sellers in your niche. 6, no more than 1 day handling time. I know that sounds hard to do, but it can be done and you got to do it. 7, use high quality images both in the default eBay gallery image and in your listing description, at least 500 by 500 pixels. You don't want people sitting there squinting at the screen or trying to make out what you're trying to sell. Important pictures it's a huge thing. I mean, you got to have high quality pictures. Don't be taking your photos with an old flip phone. Don't be doing that. It's super important. So basically, the whole conclusion of this video and everything is that eBay SEO is a process and you should probably start now. So SEO used to be about stuffing keywords and hoping that they will rank high in search results so that you get a lot of traffic to your eBay listings. Search engines like eBay's Kasani have evolved significantly since then, and today it's all about relevance, providing shoppers a relevant experience with relevant keywords used in the right context. So basically, as you've seen in this video and kind of everything that I've explained, there are a lot of opportunities to provide relevant information to your potential buyers and attract lots of traffic to your eBay listings. Doing everything at once may be a lot of work to do, and it is a lot of work, but the key to start with this is small changes, guys. So for example, title optimization, and make it a habit to create every new listing the right way. There's the right way to do things and the wrong thing. If you learn the wrong way and you do it for the next 20 years, you're never doing it the right way and you'll never know how good eBay can be for you. So with time, you will get used to working correctly and these practices will become second nature to your listing process. If you're used to replying once a day, switch to twice a day. Small steps lead to big success. And basically, that's going to decrease your response time and you're going to be surprised how amazed your buyer satisfaction rate is going to go up. eBay SEO takes time, but it works and it compounds over time. So the sooner you start applying the SEO practices, the more impact you're actually going to see in the future. So make sure you guys try and start today. So anyways, if you guys are out there and you've been having problems with your stuff selling or your stuff selling slow or you're having problems with your eBay limits or you're just having problems with customer retention and you just don't think eBay's working that well for you or your stuff just isn't selling, follow these 4 big tips that I gave away in this video and I promise you, you will start to see your eBay business pick up. Now there's a lot to know, there's a lot more I could cover, but obviously I don't want to sit here all day on video and that's going to save more stuff for another video later on. If you guys like this video about eBay SEO, drop a comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say, and if you have any questions, I will try and answer them to the best of my ability and try and give you a detailed response. eBay SEO is one of the more complicated topics out there, and not a lot of other phone flippers actually even talk about it, so I thought this was a good opportunity to bring you guys some fresh content related to phone flipping and selling phones on eBay and how to make your sales sell fast. When I list a phone for sale on eBay, as long as my price is competitive and I'm into it for a good price, I can sell a phone sometimes in 1 minute flat by using these SEO tips that I just gave you, by actually using the formula that I have. So I hope this video brings you guys some value. Hope it helps you out. Make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.